Hi, my name is Sean Hedden, and this is What is Constructivism by Sean Hedden. Um, I regret to inform you that I will not be personally putting my image on this, as I don't want my image on YouTube. So throughout this you will see my hands coming in to point to the highlights and lowlights. First page. What is Constructivism? It's an educational philosophy. Students learn by doing rather than observing. Students bring prior knowledge into a learning situation, thing they've learned in life in other classrooms, they bring to the situation at hand. Concept classroom defies constructivism as where people construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiencing things and reflecting on those experiences. What you've experienced before, looking back, evaluating, and going over it in a classroom setting. What is the role of a teacher? Basically, in this setup, the teacher is more of a facilitator than just an instructor. What is the role of the student? Student learns to hypothesize, to test their theories, and to draw conclusions from their findings. Educational pioneers: John Dewey, Lev Vygotsky. What are their 12 principles of constructivist teaching from J.G. and M.G. Brooks' book, A Case for Constructivist Classroom? Number 1, encouragement and acceptance of student anonymity and initiative. 2, utilization of raw data and primary sources along manipulative, interactive, and physical materials. 3, when planning, teachers use cognitive terminology such as classify, analyze, and create. 4, allowances of student responses to drive lessons, shift instructional strategies, and alter content. 5, inquiry concerning students' understanding of concept before sharing their own understanding of those concepts. Encouragement of students to engage in dialogue, both with the teacher and with one another. 7, encouragement of student inquiry by asking thoughtful, open-ended questions, encouraging students to ask questions of each other also. 8, pursuit of elaboration of students' initial responses. Whatever they come up with right off the bat, get them to think about what their responses were, to delve into it further and kind of tear it apart. 9, engagement of students in experiences that might engender contradictions to their initial hypothesis and to encourage discussion. Allowances for wait time after posing questions. Give them a little bit of time afterwards and the extra questions, and hopefully they'll come up with some of their own ideas. Providing time for students to construct relationships and create metaphors. 12, nurturing students' natural curiosity through frequent use of learning cycle models. What are Driscoll's 5 conditions to constructivist instruction? Complex and relative learning environments. 2, social negotiation. 3, multiple perspectives and multiple modes of learning. Ownership in learning, self-awareness and of knowledge construction. What are Roger Bisbee's 5 E's for constructivist lesson plans? 1, engage. Students make connections between past, present learning experiences, lay the organizational groundwork for the activities ahead, and stimulate their involvement in the anticipation of these activities. Makes sense. 2, explore. Students have the opportunity to get directly involved with phenomena and materials. Involving themselves in these activities, they develop a grounding experience with the phenomenon. 3, explain. Students begin to put the abstract experiences through which she or he has gone into a communicable form. Working in groups, Learners support each other understanding. Support each other's understanding as they articulate their observations, ideas, questions, and hypotheses. 4. Elaborate. Students expand on the concept they have learned, making connections to other related concepts, and apply their understandings to the world around them. Connections often lead to further inquiry and new understandings. 5, and the fifth and final one, evaluate. For the teacher is an ongoing diagnostic process that allows the teacher to determine if the learner has attained an understanding of concepts and knowledge. Evaluation and assessment can occur at all points along the continuum of the instructional process. In closing, the more you can get students involved in the actual process and the reasoning behind it, where they can actually put what they've learned to use, where they can see it works in front of them and actually see the results, I think allows for a better learning environment and just for the actual process of learning to take place in a more effective manner. Again, this was Sean Hedden with What is Constructivism? Thank you.